Marijuana continues to spark up issues Ottawa would rather not have to deal with. When the government decided that home-based medicinal grow-ops were not an option that they could support, health officials opted to back larger government-licensed producers. Just this week, a crusader in medical marijuana took the first step in becoming one of Canada's first licensed medical marijuana providers under those new Health Canada regulations announced last month.
Sam Malachi, who's the operations manager of New Age Medical Solutions, says he's hopeful his application will be approved by the end of the summer. Under Health Canada's new regulations, licensed producers will be the only source for approximately 30,000 Canadians who currently participate in Health Canada's Medical Marijuana Access Program. And that reality has, in turn, set the legal wheels in motion to challenge the program in the courts.
We're joined today in studio by Alison Myrden. She's a medical marijuana user and spokesperson for Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. On the line from Abbotsford, British Columbia, is lawyer John Conroy. John, what action are you taking in response to this edict from Ottawa?
Well, we take the position that the proposed new regulations, the Marijuana for Medical Purposes, or MMPR regulations, are unconstitutional to the extent that they take away the personal production. We're not otherwise opposed to them. It's good to have licensed producers in Canada, but the problem is a great number of the people who are authorized are on medical disability pensions and cannot afford the estimated $8 to $10 a gram that the government estimates will be the price, which is about the same or similar to many black market or dispensary compassion club prices currently. Many of these folks over the last 10 years have had licenses to produce, have invested in creating their own rooms, equipment, and so on in order to do it for themselves because they couldn't afford $1,000 a month for their medicine. They managed to produce for $1 to $4 a gram to control the growing environment. Many of them have immunity issues and don't or fear other people doing it for them or having to get it from a source that grows for many, many people. They control the different strains that they find work for them, and they find that they can do it in their dwelling house, in their basement, either in a specially made container or a specially permitted and certified room without presenting any risks to any others, and not usually in a large amounts to attract what some fear in terms of grow rips, because marijuana continues to be illegal, and as the price goes up, it becomes more and more valuable, and so the black market continues to exist,
Right.
Although my understanding is that prices are all fairly down because of the U.S.
Right.
being able to grow, many places in the U.S. now being able to grow and produce their own.
Okay.
And things like that.
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just want to ask Alison a question because you're one of the people, the 30,000 people that we mentioned at the top of this segment, who will be affected by this. So if the government proceeds with its plans, will you and do you think other medical marijuana users sign on or opt out of the program?
Actually, that's a very good question, Liz. I'd like to fight through to the very end. I've been involved in this program since before there was a program. I actually carried a Section 56 from the Controlled Drugs and Substances Act, and I also carried around a NOTAM prescription pad from 1994 onward until I did get my Section 56 in 1999. But because there was a program, I thought that was a good start. Now, as far as being a patient and being involved in this program, I see there are a lot of problems that have come along with it, and one of which is not having the right or losing the right to possibly grow and take care of our own medicine. So that's a very important issue for people like me, and that's why we've gotten involved with people like John Conroy from British Columbia, because John's decided to step up and had a lawsuit for us that involves as many patients, is involving as many thousands of patients as we can get this out to. And again, you know, we'd like people to drop by and see us, visit us at the MMAR PPL/DPL Coalition Against Repeal website. And you can Google search PPL or DPL/PPL, and it'll come up right away, and Jason Wilcox will be able to take care of you.
Alison, I just want to ask you, because this could proceed, and you will be in a position of having to make a decision. I want to know if the price is $6 to $8, if you can't get the particular brand or strain that you want, what will you end up doing? What will other people end up doing?
Well, I hate to say it, Liz, but I know that we'll end up breaking the law. And as a retired corrections officer, I don't want to say that I'm going to be breaking the law, but some laws are made to be broken, and I've been fighting this for over 2.5 decades here in Canada. So I think it's about time our government wake up and do something for the patients of this country. We are being used as a political football, and that is completely disingenuous of our Harper government.
Alison, I want to ask you one more thing before we go. We've got a little less than a minute. Municipal fire and bylaw authorities have argued that home-based medical marijuana grow-ops can pose a real safety and health problem. Are they wrong?
They are, actually. They're not doing their homework.
What makes that wrong?
They're not doing their homework. The percentages of grow operations that have actually caused a fire in Canada are very minimal, and most of them are illegal. If they're legal grow operations, they're set up in our homes, et cetera, and we don't want to run the risk of having a fire or having an illegal grow operation close by where our families reside.
Most fires are from kitchens and cigarette smokers, if you look at it.
Yes, right. John, I wish we had more time for this, and I'm sure we will get into it, certainly, as thousands and thousands of medical marijuana users in this country, and the list is growing as well. Thank you to Alison Myrden.
Have them go to the web pages and complete victim impact statements so that we can assess the impact on everybody.
Excellent. John Conroy, Alison Myrden, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
When we come back, buying a brand new house can put you and your family in their dream home.
But it can also be your worst nightmare. What protection do consumers have? We'll find out next on Square Off.